Okay, I'm going to do activity 4.2 model creation, part 1, a part I often call the UFO. It's pictured here. I'm going to go ahead and start an inventor. I'm going to open a new part and make sure that I choose part and not assembly or drawing or anything else. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this with an additive method. That is to say, I'm going to create this center block here and then grow this off the top and these two objects off the bottom and this little flange here off to the right. So I look at my initial instructions. I apologize about the interruption. Okay, so I'm looking at the dimensions here of this block, and this is going to be 1 from here to here. It's going to be 4 across, and it's going to be extruded 2.5. So I'm going to go here and sketch a 1x4 rectangle. When I make a rectangle, I just generically drag it out and then immediately dimension it. I want it to be from there to there. I want it to be 4. And then I'll zoom a little bit. And let's see, from the top to the bottom, I want it to be 1. I'll finish my sketch, and then I'm going to extrude that object 2.5. And when I go up here, take my home isometric, I have what I wish to have. Okay, at this point now I have that central block. I'm going to go ahead and look at this. It goes all the way from the front to the back, so it's 2.5 inches. And it looks like it's an inch in from either side, so that should be relatively straightforward to draw. I'm going to start a 2D sketch. I'm going to choose my work plane to be the top of it, and then I'm going to draw on a rectangle. And I will dimension this to be 1 inch from that edge and 1 inch from that edge. I'll finish my sketch, and then I'm not sure how far that extrudes up. It looks like it goes 1 inch up. So I will extrude that, and I'll make that 1 inch. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom here. That looks like it's a 1/2 inch. It goes the whole depth of it to 1/2 inch across and a 1/2 inch down. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have to start a new 2D sketch, and then I'll have to toggle this around because I want to draw on the bottom of that. That's going to be where I'm going to come from. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 rectangles. I'm going to extrude them at the same time. So I'm going to add one there and add one there. Then I'll dimension them. All right. So from there to there is going to be point. I'm not sure that that's a driven dimension. I'm going to have to go back 1 and recreate that. I don't know what exactly happened, unless it projected the geometry on me somehow or something that I don't understand very well, but that's going to be 0.5. And this is going to be 0.5. And I'll go ahead and hit enter. And then these both get extruded. I'm going to be careful to extrude them at the same time. They get extruded 1/2 inch. If I weren't to do that, I'd have to redraw it. But you can see this is starting to look very much like this object. I have one more thing to do, and that is to add that flange there, which that is 0.75 down, 1/2 inch on each side, and 0.25 thick. Alright, so I'm going to make it 0.25 by 1.5, and then I'll dimension from there. So I'm going to sketch that here. I'm going to put a rectangle somewhere on there, and then when I dimension it, it should be in pretty good shape. So I want that to be 1.5. I want this to be 0.25. I want this to be 0.5. And from that line to that line, it was 0.75. I'll finish my sketch, and then I do need to see how far that is extruded. So that is extruded a total distance of 0.75. So extrude, choose that, and make that 0.75. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. That part is properly dimensioned there in a little under 6 minutes. Obviously, the directions do well, and I'm getting faster and faster. And it's just a matter of putting in the time. So, good luck.